Yeah, baby. The Flat Earth Digest. Oh.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind works backwards, it's for a minute. I hold on to you before the memory's gone. I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. You make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember. I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. You make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember. Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind works backwards, it's for a minute. I hold on to you before the memory's gone. I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. You make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember. I remember you. You lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. You make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember.
Gotta cut it down. Start the show. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, yes, that was awesome. That was Cartoon featuring Jury Pootsman. Remember You? That's the NCS official video that was on No Copyright Sounds on YouTube, but I was just jamming to it. Totally feeling that. Great way to kick off the show. Great energy, and that's the kind of energy I got right now. So thanks all for joining me. I got Larry Siebens in his hour. I got Pete's Sake. I got Glowbusters. Hey, Bob. Just Jack is in there. A. McKenzie. Velvet Jackson. Legendary super looming perspective hijacking hyena says, wee! How are you? What are we going to do tonight? Well, Udit, how you doing? Stuart McKenzie, you know what? You know what we're doing tonight. And if you don't, you're in for a treat. Either way, you're in for a treat because this is hilarious. I'm going to be on Chat Roulette tonight, and we're going to be flat smacking people. I want to say hi to all the Facebook people. Tommy, how you doing? Tommy Rogers is in there. Daniel Mays, Julie, David, Alan, how y'all doing? And I missed somebody. Zimmerman, Mr. Zimmerman, how you doing? So, have I cracked my knuckles recently? That was terrible. What we're going to do is get on Chat Roulette, and we're going to flat smack. And you know, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to have to see a whole lot of nasty, dirty perversion before I actually get to talk to people. So just bear with that. And I have a couple of things that make it interesting. Just gonna throw that out there. Just one. So let's have some fun. Let's wake some people up. Yep, that's what I got. You're in for a ride. Chief Crow, how you doing? What? Spirit of Longthorn banned because what? I don't know. I don't even know that guy, Frank. Spirit of Longthorn? I don't know. Who is he? Why? If anybody knows in the chat why this guy's complaining about that, please try to address that if you're one of my fancy mods. I don't really have time to do it right now. I'm sorry. But send me an email, horrysheetproductions@gmail.com. If you were wrongfully banned, that's all you got to do. Send me an email, horrysheetproductions@gmail.com. So let me get set up. Let me get set up. That song is still stuck in my head. Remember you, right? I can't even type. What the hell was I doing? Chat roulette. I haven't drank that much yet, but all right. Let's see. Set it up here. All right. Ready to go. See, this is the TV that they're gonna show up on right there. So let's not show the TV right away. And let me go ahead and take a smiley shot for the chat roulette people. And I will have to go in character. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking around up here. Oh, my stars came back. That's nice. I like when the stars are back. Oh, wait! Before I do this, I want to show you y'all this. Hold on. Let me just, excuse me. Let me get to the studio. There's a special teleport hole down here in the car that lets me. Look at this shirt. Oh, what? The Hoary Sheet Show. I got the Periscope, the Twitch, the YouTube, the Facebook, and the VK.RU logo on here because that's all the different streams I'm on right now. And the TV set says what? The Flat Earth Digest Live. I don't know if you guys can see that very well right now, but the back. Oh, look at this. Yeah. The Hoary Sheet Show on YouTube. This is what I'm gonna wear to the conference probably every day that I'm up there because I really don't have a whole lot of clothes, honestly. I just don't. I don't like that whole thing, carrying a whole bunch of clothes. So I'm like a freaking Pee Wee Herman. But anyway, I like this freaking shirt. I really do. So anyway, that's that. Now let's get on to it. What do you guys think of the shirt? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I'm sure y'all are like, what? No, get in character, says Joe Mama. I will. Yeah, I got the love hearts. Eat it. He's one of us. He's cool, says Legendary Super Looming Perspective Hijacking Hina. Well, okay, that's a mouthful. Jesus. Thanks. Emily, thanks for the hearts. You like the shirt? Cool. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Hit and start. Getting into character. Oh, got to smile first. Okay, good. We're good. That was all I needed to do. My profile was good enough. How's it going? Can you guess what he was doing? What are you wiggling on over there? Hey, nope. All right, let me get ready. It's just I've had about 5 people already skip me. How you doing? Nope. That was a girl actually, I think, but she just had a close up on her cleavage. Hey, is that one of those Vienna sausages? I heard about those. Nope. Skipped. So you shave. Is that as interesting as it's gonna get? You haven't skipped me yet? Skip. Oh, he skipped me. Just, I can only take so much scrotum. What can I say? The hell is that? Oh, I couldn't figure out what it was, and then somebody flipped me off, and then they nexted me. Hello. Oh, it was just like this weird pink room that this guy was in. It was crazy. This is
Aștept potrivită.
Hi.
Înțelegi? Nu se știe niciodată unde o găsești. Deci eu mi-s deschis pentru toate drumurile care se arată.
How you doing? This guy, I don't even know.
De să specul. Chiar sunt curios.
I don't know what he's doing. He's like in a different country. He's just got the camera on himself on chat roulette, but he's not talking to anybody. Weird. Next. What's up?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Fine, thanks, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice night out here in space.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Death Star over there. Sometimes I get a little too close to the Death Star. It's not. We have some accidents every now and then. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Have a good day, Miss.
Wait, what are you doing on chat roulette?
Sorry, can you speak loudly?
What are you doing on chat roulette? Damn, he skipped me. If anything, I was gonna get him to check out the Hoary Sheet show, but I wasn't gonna stick with that long. Hey, how's it going? Damn. Oh, that was some disgusting ass shit. I live streamed that. The dude just like straight up blew his nose immediately. Santa! Don't be staging. Damn it. That was a good Santa scene. The guy just came in and... How's it going?
Hello.
Hey. What's up? What's up? Damn, he's gonna say hello and he's not gonna talk back. He just saluted me and skipped me away. Hello. Nope. Skipped. Jesus, this is a hard night. What do I have to do here? What is it gonna take tonight? It's like fishing. But most of the time, it's cool. A lot faster than this. How's it going? What's up? I think this dude's tripping. I can hear him. Yes, you. Are you tripping balls? And then he skipped me.
Oh! That's cool.
Oh, God. We have made it through. Finally, everybody, we made it through. Hopefully these people are cool. They skipped me. I wish I could. That was ridiculous. It was like somebody just threw me this surprise party. It was like 4 people that completely reacted, and then they just skipped me. I don't know. I think the government's involved in some of this. That would have been an awesome crew to flatsmack. Well, I think I just made her spit her drink out everywhere. Hi. You want to have a cool conversation? I have some interesting questions for everybody who comes into the path of my car.
What happened?
What the why? I'm telling you, somebody is skipping people. Like, these are the coolest people, and they just like all of a sudden, boom! It's like somebody skips them. It's like I'm being screwed with right now. Now I'm just it's back to Dick Rodeo. I don't even think I'm being too crazy. I'm just really I'm doing nothing. I mean, I figured I don't know if you can figure out why they're skipping me. Let me know. But it's really funny.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, what's up?
Where are you? That's so cool. I don't know. That's just cool. What you?
Hi.
Are you in a green screen?
Green what? I'm nothing green about any of this.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
I would hope I am, right? Because if not, I'm pretty screwed.
Yeah. Where are you from, though?
America.
America. Me as well.
Unfortunately.
Yes, it's very, very crazy, isn't it? We live in a crazy country.
So, yeah. Do you believe we went to the moon in the 1960s?
It's a possibility. I mean, we don't know anything, really. We don't know if 9/11 was planned. We don't know if, what else is a conspiracy that most people think?
Mermaids, Bigfoot, reptilians.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Nobody knows. Honestly, nothing is sacred because all we do know is that we die. We just don't know what happens. See, that's the thing. It's like a lot of people think like, oh, there's something up there. Or then there's atheists that are like, oh no, there's nothing up there. It's like, we don't know. What you gonna do? Nothing.
So you think when we die, it's what?
We don't know. We just don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
I have no clue. I mean, to be fair, it depends on my mood. What I kind of hope or believe, because belief can change. Because like I feel like, to be fair, like even if I'm in a good mood, I kind of believe there's nothing. But then think about this: if eternity is forever, what if like when we die, like trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of years from now, we're remade into something and we remember us as like a past human, or the heat death of the universe just kind of like goes like kapoof, and then nothing else happens. Like it's just cut off, and then eternity, which we're living in right now, is not really eternity. It actually has an expiration date. So that's where mindfuck kind of comes in, and it kind of makes you think like, oh shit,
That's why I drink.
Yes. And that's why I travel, because it's fun, and it's the only thing that makes me get out and talk to people. Because to be fair, I am 19, I've been to 22 countries, and I can honestly say that a lot of people who think, like, where in America are you from?
Northern part of Arkansas.
Okay, so that's actually a really good area that you might understand, that like a lot of people are a little bit not dumb, but they're a little bit like they're the true Americans, like
if they're not rednecks, they're not far off. And I could say that because I lived also in Mississippi, and I know the difference because I lived in Louisiana as well, and there's a definite difference between Louisianians and Mississippians and Arkansasians.
Yeah, and Michiganians are just boring white people.
So let me. Can I check this out? I have like a bunch of people watching this stream right now. I'm live on like 5 different platforms.
Oh wow!
I have one goal, and it's not to talk about much other than my one interesting, fascinating topic that I want to bestow upon you. Are you ready for this life-changing information?
Give it to me.
I'm so glad you said that, because I had a whole lot of wangs, and I don't want any more of that. So,
yeah, no.
You were not too set on the moon landing. You just said, "Oh, sure, why not? You've been to the moon, right?"
To be fair, like,
let's be fair.
It's such a hard thing.
Can I put you on the TV? Can I?
Yeah, you can do whatever.
All right, go Hori's TV.
How many people are watching this? Okay.
At least 30.
Okay, hi 30 people. So I guess when it comes to like the moon landing, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people think it does, a lot of people think it doesn't. To be fair, I think that it could have been a setup, but it still could have been real. But if we're not really going into, the universe, if we really don't know that much about like, other planets so much, if we can't really, I don't know, it's such a thing, because it's like people, you can show them a picture or video and they're like, whoa. But then it's like you can show green screen effect like you can do on TV nowadays, and it's like, that looks pretty real. You know what I mean?
Like, kind of like me in this car.
Yeah, for a minute I was like, whoa. But obviously, it's like you're in a car. That's on a green screen.
I mean, I would hope that this is definitely going to cue you in that I'm on some sort of green screen. The subliminal deprogramming television that comes behind me. But, so I want to ask you something. So do you believe that NASA shows us real pictures of Earth?
No. I honestly think that a lot of it's fake, because I know that there's global warming happening. And a lot of people don't believe that's happening. My dad doesn't believe that's happening because he thinks that it's always been happening, which technically that's true. But
So you're saying they're hiding what the land looks like, but you still think that the ball Earth that they show us is actually what this Earth is, right? It's a planet.
Yes. Wait. Are you the flat Earth theory?
It sounds like you've got around to the internet. So you've got around to a lot of different conspiracies, right?
Yeah, I know a lot about them. It's not like I'm just like, oh, this is fake. This is not. But are you a flat Earth guy?
I'm a questioner of the fact that NASA really screws with us when it comes to the pictures of Earth. I could show you photoshopped clouds. I could show you reused CGI clouds on spinning Earths from 2012 all the way to 2015. They're using the same cloud layer throughout all those animations, throughout different illustrations of Earth. It's just one special cloud formation that they seem to duplicate a lot of times right next to its own self, and it's like a dead giveaway. I don't know if they think we're stupid or what, but the moon landing is just kind of a segue into. I could talk about space bubbles. You see the bubbles?
Yeah.
Did you know? Science question, real quick. Flash science question. If you put a balloon in a vacuum chamber and it doesn't have much air in it, just a little air, and you tie it off, put it in a vacuum chamber, and you seal it, you turn on the vacuum chamber, what's going to happen to the balloon? Is it going to shrivel up like a raisin and get smaller, or is it going to blow up and pop in the vacuum chamber? What's
vacuum, I remember, because the thing is, I feel like, I'll be fair, I don't know much about this kind of science stuff.
I got it wrong, so go ahead, no pressure. I got it wrong.
It's kind of like, I feel like it could maybe just like shrink into a raisin because I think a vacuum like sucks stuff in, like a black hole kind of. Am I correct?
Nope. That's exactly what I thought though. And by the way, 902, there were 7 missed calls the whole time I've been talking to this gentleman. But if you're trying to call into the show, a restricted number, you're never going to get through. Everybody else, just hold up. But anyway, yeah, that's what I thought. It would shrivel up, right? Nope. It actually will blow itself up and pop. I was like, what? Well, and then, the science of it is it's pulling all the air from the inside the balloon out to the barrier of the vacuum. It's trying to suck all the air out. Well, that's what the balloon ends up doing. So that's cool. Well, I mean, I talk about bubbles in space for a good reason. Space is... You ever heard of the vacuum of space?
I have, but I'm not really sure exactly what it is.
Well, why do they have to wear astronaut suits, right?
Because they'll go...
Yeah, so they have to be sealed off from the vacuum of space. It's very, very powerful. And guess what? Space is so powerful. It's way more powerful than any vacuum chamber we've ever been able to create. So I'll just put that out there like, okay, so there's 2 things I want to...
It's good we live on this planet.
Well, you know what? That's funny. Like, the atmosphere of Earth... clouds and all the different gases, right? They settle on all the different layers of atmosphere. Well, the vacuum of space, it's so damn strong, yet there's nothing sucking the clouds or anything off of the Earth. I find that really interesting. How do you have any kind of atmospheric pressure without a barrier involved?
Oh, so maybe we know what's going on Earth, but we don't know what's going on in space.
I think that there's a whole lot of science that goes on to what we can study in space. For instance, the moon. Did you know that it shines a cold light?
A cold light?
Mm-hmm. So if you had let's say that you had some shade, like an umbrella, and you were standing in shade, and the moon is full, and you're in the moon's shade, you're going to be a noticeable degree or up to 3 degrees warmer than if you were in direct moonlight. You would be getting a cooler temperature from anything you can measure that's in direct cold moonlight versus shaded from the moonlight.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Fascinating. Didn't hear that in science school. How does that make sense? If the moon's reflecting sunlight, it should be, if anything, warmer. It should be the opposite. No,
but why do they teach such basic things in school and they don't actually teach interesting things like that? You know what I mean?
Well, I had a girl tell me the other night, she's like, I learned more with you in the past 10 minutes than I ever have in science class. It's a good compliment.
Yeah.
Can I
the funny thing is, though, it's even when you think that you know simple stuff, you pretty much know the majority more than other people in life. Because obviously a lot of people even don't know every planet in the solar system. And it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto is a dwarf planet. There's also Aries.
I heard that they just dismissed that as not even a real planet. I found like that was interesting. Oh, they found another planet hidden behind Jupiter recently. Did you hear that?
What's it called?
I don't know, but they just found it, and we couldn't get a picture. I don't believe anything they say. They say there's a comet in outer space that spews alcohol and sugar, and guess what they called it?
What?
Comet Lovejoy.
Okay.
I think they're mocking us. And Pluto, when you get the picture of Pluto from NASA, guess what? You can stick a Disney Pluto face in it. And that there's like this shadowing on Pluto. You can actually, I can show you that, but I want to show you space bubbles. Can I show you space bubbles real quick? Like real space bubbles.
Sure.
Why'd you say no? It's like, what?
No, I was scared because what I'm thinking right now is I'm kind of like getting mind fucked. Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what
I'm kind of thinking like, wait, what if like all like just a bunch of shit, and I'm not talking about just space stuff, we're talking about like the topics we were talking about. What if they just tell everybody this stuff to kind of make it simple and not make people worried? Because there's a lot of stuff we don't know, and if we did know, we'd be scared.
I think they actually use this against us. I think when they are talking about, Planet X or asteroids and stuff like that, and now that we're trying to militarize space, like we have to worry about stuff that's happening in space for what reason? They're sucking us dry. They're harvesting us. They want our money. They're trying to get us to buy into all this stuff. And meanwhile, look, have a gander at this real quick. I'm gonna give. I like to show people this, and what it is space bubbles. So this is a video that goes from underwater to outer space, or I'm gonna quote outer space. So they're in their astronaut suit. They're working on here's a solar panel of the ISS or something, right? So I want you to take note of the bubbles that we see while they're in the blackness of space and the bubbles that we see when they're obviously in a more blue tinted water. So back and forth, there we go. Bubbles in space, here's the water, bubbles. Take note what that looks like, kind of how they float, the bubbles like this, the smaller ones. Now, outer space, here's a bubble. Oh, here's a bubble. Now, why are they underwater in their spacesuit? This is obviously underwater. Why? Why are they underwater? Well, this is where they train, right? They have a International Space Station down in the bottom of a pool that's the life-size replica. So this is where they train. They have scuba divers. Just so you're up on why the hell this is even being shown. But add a green screen behind that, and you might be able to fake space with space bubbles on accident. Look at all the bubbles.
Oh,
underwater, space, bubbles in space, bubbles in space, bubbles. Watch this, Earth, bubble. Oh,
oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think we went to the moon.
I was gonna say, how much do you believe in the moon landing now? I rest my case.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, you know what? This right here is a side-by-side or a bottom-top comparison. So underwater is the bottom and space is the top. Watch this. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. All right, here's an underwater bubble. Here's a space bubble. If you could spot the difference, I'd love to know.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of bullshit.
Thank you. My job is mostly done, but you did ask me one thing, and to that I will say, I hope that you take a little bit of time to look into my show, because I want to kind of plug my show real quick and say I am a flat earther, but you ought to check it out. I'm wearing my own flat earth t-shirt. I just got in Vistaprint today. I'm excited about this t-shirt, but no. This is what I normally do. I tell people stuff that will blow your mind. And it destroys the space agency. It destroys the moon landing. But they're not just lying to you about the moon landing. Every picture of Earth from space is fake. I could continue this and show you several things, but I could say the flat Earth thing, don't ex-nay it. It's actually legit. I've done 3 years of research in it. Check out the Hoary Sheet Show if you want to know a little bit more. But let me tell you, man, look, what's your biggest problem with the flat Earth? You seem pretty open and not too crazy about dismissing me. You haven't nexted me yet. What's your resistance here? Tell me your resistance.
I've actually only have met, I think, one person with the flat Earth theory, and well, I was in construction with my dad, and that's not for me. I am just pretty much a map guy. I've always liked maps because obviously, you know, we kind of know what a continent looks like. That's obviously true. The geography of Earth is true, and countries do have borders, you know, like France and Belgium, and I like all that nationality shit. That's my interest. I did like space when I was younger, but that's too big of a thing. I'm more into the little things. But aside from, I'm getting off track.
No, believe me, I'm not into space either. I just kind of stumbled across this, and I could have made fun of flat earthers, but when I watched some of these 2-hour-long documentaries and did 3 years of research, I can't make fun of them anymore. I mean, they're on a lot of stuff. But so, yeah, you're interested in map making more so than like the construction and so,
yeah. And the thing is, I met this guy, and he was cute, so cute. And the problem with him, though, is he was kind of a little bit made fun of at work because he was a flat earther. And I remember he was telling me that, like, you know, if you look up into it, it's actually kind of true. I never did. I never really took the time because it really isn't that much of an interest to me. And even if, let's say, it was true, it would just be like, well, I guess that's not really too much of a disappointment because I don't look at that so much of the Earth. I just look at, like, Earth as like a bunch of people living on continents and like mantle and stuff like that. Like I look more of the geology and geography than the astronomy part of it. But
cool, yeah, right. That's more tangible. That's more measurable, observable, and provable, right? If you're looking at the geography versus the stars and the planets and all that. So, all right, here's the thing. Did you know, all right, the Earth, the size of Earth, like the curve of Earth that we experience is like, if I'm going to look at something in the distance, there's going to be a certain amount of Earth curvature between me and that object once you get past a mile. Once you get to a mile, it's 8 inches. But the rest of the math goes, it's 8 inches per mile squared. So what I'm saying is that the further you go, there's more and more Earth blocking you and the target object, but at an exponential level. So let's say about 200 miles away, you're going to have something that's like 100,000 feet of Earth curvature should be in between you and that object. However, it's not the case. We can see with telescopes now with infrared, like the same technology the government's been using, we can see through the fog and the haze and see stuff we should not even be able to see if Earth was really a ball. And that's what's really, really measurable, observable, provable, like tangible flat Earth evidence. And that's kind of crazy. And then you get to like high altitude balloons and stuff. And what you got to consider, like for instance, my studio, check this out. This flat Earth behind me, this is what you get if you send a high altitude balloon up with a camera that does not have a fisheye lens on it. You're going to get a flat horizon. And if you send one with a 360 view camera, you know, one that takes a constant, like the Google van, it just takes a video around itself. Well, you also get a flat horizon. Okay. But if you send one up there with, as lots and lots and lots of people do, a GoPro lens, like a GoPro camera on their weather balloon, because they're very sturdy, and they get a wider view because it's a fisheye lens. Well, guess what? A lot of those people say, oh, look at our lovely planet. It's a ball. Here it is. It's a ball. But because, yeah, if you send it up, it's going to be a ball. But also just 10 feet off the ground, Earth is also a ball. 10 feet off the ground. That's not reality. So, I mean, that should clue you in that a lot of those videos and stuff that the Felix Baumgartner jump, you ever heard of the Red Bull space jump?
No.
Okay, so there's a guy that supposedly went in outer space, put on a spacesuit, and skydived into Earth and whatever, parachute. And when you look at that video, it's trying to show everybody, look at this beautiful Earth. It's such a ball. But the whole Earth, there's a continent there taking up the whole Earth. It's the continent Mexico. I mean, Mexico is taking up the whole Earth. It's like, wait.
That's true. That actually has a geography thing into it, because you know how they always show you that really wide map of Earth?
Yes,
They show you different maps. Like some of them show countries that are bigger than the other. It's actually not the case. You know, Greenland is not as big as Greenland.
Yeah, they screw up the size. There's a problem with that. And in the southern hemisphere, things are skewed. Why? Well, there's a lot of research to go into it, and I won't get into that. But it's fun that you mentioned that, because guess what? The flight paths on a map, they work better on a flat Earth map than if you look at the flight paths on any kind of globe map. And that's a big thing, except for some flights. Some flights really throw us for a loop. But 90% of them work better on the flat azimuthal equidistant map, which is what the military uses when they're flying planes. It's called the azimuthal equidistant map, the AE map.
I know some places that go to, like, say, China, or they go to, like, where's it called? China to France, like China to the US. It's kind of like they go over the North Pole, I think.
I don't know if anything really goes over the North Pole, because that's a problem. Like, we've had a lot of reports of east-west Earth navigation, circumnavigation, but we haven't had anything of a north-south circumnavigation. And when we have heard of it, they kind of faked it. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can look into. So when it comes to, again, a flat Earth proof, we were wondering why there's no real good documented north-south circumnavigations. We've east and west is easy to explain on a flat Earth, because imagine a pizza, and the North Pole is the middle of the pizza, and the South Pole is the outer crust, and that's Antarctica to us, and the North Pole is the North Pole. And if you did an east to west circumnavigation, all you're doing is going flat on a dinner plate or flat over the pizza, because the compass will point to north, which is the center of the pizza, and south is anywhere you're looking south on a flat Earth is the outer rim. So if you're doing east to west, all you're doing is making a circle. But north-south would mean you have to go over the whole thing. And that's just actually not any... We don't have good enough proof that actually ever happened in history or present day. And there's a lot of proof that shows that they faked it, which is really something to note. Especially if you're a map person.
Yeah. So I guess, like, now I get the whole flat Earth theory. It could be, it could not be, you know. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done much research on it. I probably will, like, after this a little bit. But if it is flat, does it make you depressed that it's flat, or does it make you happy that it's flat? Would you say?
God, you know what? I would rather it be a ball and planets, to be honest. Why? Because I don't like this Earth. I don't like life. I don't like a lot of stuff. I would love to be able to, like... I'm a practitioner in outer-body travel and astral projection. I've done it. I've walked through walls and told people what they were doing and where, and almost had the cops called on me one time. I love to tell that story. But the thing is, I know that we're more than our flesh-body prisons. And so if that's true, I don't like this place. I'd like to get the hell out of here. But if a flat Earth is real, which my 3 years of research kind of says it is, and then maybe there's a concept of a dome, a covering over us. Because I was talking about it earlier, like there has to be a pressure system, a barrier, if there's any kind of pressure. And we have atmospheric pressure, right? Well, yeah, that can only happen in a barrier and in a closed... Well, so Earth, ball, outer space doesn't work. But flat Earth, dome, structure, there's your atmospheric pressure. Oh, now, can we get out? That's my problem. That's what scares me.
Do you think we're controlled by aliens or maybe like a simulation?
You know what? I think we're controlled in this area of the flat. Probably, I hope it's endless. I hope we can get out of here on a that way level rather than a different planet level if we need to get out of here. But it controlled.
It does. What you're saying does.
Yes, we're controlled.
Like,
we're
it's
controlled.
Not stupid. It's not just like it couldn't happen. It's just I think a lot of people have been like, you know, it's almost like telling somebody that's a Christian, like, oh, there's another religion like Islam, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
What? Like,
I thought,
no,
yeah,
it's
well,
just like,
yeah, that affects people too when they find out that, oh, wait, I'm such a big Christian. Wait, there's other ones. Well, how do I know if I'm right? What? And that's a.
It scares people, but it kind of in a way, though, like, I used to get, like, a little depressed about that stuff, you know, it's like, wait, nothing's sacred, that's upsetting. If it was sacred, let's think about it like this. I look at it kind of sometimes like this, too. You know how a lot of people say that gay is, like, wrong? Well, if you look at animals, for example, they do it. Animals, there is gay relationships in animals. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, you can do research on this.
Oh, no.
I always say to people, like, obviously this whole social justice warrior thing, you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, there's several aspects of that social justice warrior thing happening.
Like, you know when people are like, oh no, you have to use my gender pronouns kind of thing? Or like, oh no, you're offending me to everything?
Yes, the politically correct crowd.
Yes, I kind of never really liked that too much because I feel like that's a wrong representation of gay people. It's not like that at all. We're pretty much just... Because I think that there biologically is two genders, you know? Like, obviously, this is a whole nother subject.
Hold on, I'm sorry, you're going to witness the death of a stormtrooper here, but I have to do this real quick.
Okay.
He always tries to egg the car, And yeah, there you
He's
go.
a social justice warrior. I'm kidding.
You never know. It could have been Antifa.
It could have been. But the thing is, what I don't like is that, in a way, if you think about it, they're trying to control people too. People aren't just acting like people in nature, because in nature we have sexuality, we have two genders, we communicate with people, we value each other. But when you start controlling people to do certain things, it messes with their mind and makes them angry, makes them upset. So I just think that people need to find a good balance, kind of like we were maybe a little bit ago, not now though, because I feel like right now there's too much of that, although it's starting to get away. The reason I come on here is actually, I started talking about this, but before this, I was actually talking. Are people commenting in your section or no?
I'm looking right now. Let me see.
You can say what they're saying. I'm just curious.
No, I'm seeing. I'm not going to read that one, Shauna.
What did it say, faggot?
The fragile snowflake is what that one said.
Am I the fragile snowflake, or just is that like
I don't know. I don't know. And nobody else is saying anything. Shauna, he's cool. We would like to move on is pretty much what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody's
okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
What I'm doing is like I'm telling people that the flat Earth is actually something you really want to pay attention to, but because it ties into the control structure. You've done some conspiracy research, right?
Mm-hmm.
It ties into a whole lot of other things. It's like, yeah, they're lying to us about the moon landing. That's baby steps in our world. They're lying to us about the world, which means they're lying to us about where we can and can't go. We can't go to our known outer rim, Antarctica. Why? Well, we got a shitload of military bases, and there's a treaty that 50-plus countries signed that said civilians cannot go to Antarctica to explore, and you are going to be killed if you go there. Jarl Andahoy and the story of his crew, they were all killed. They went missing trying to do this with their permits. Actually, they had permits.
What about the people that do tours there for to visit Antarctica?
They just fly you around the outer ring and they tell you that they're going to be close to the continent, but it's all, look, we got people that have been in planes that had their compasses and they're watching their compass go one way and they're looking at the seat ahead of them showing a GPS and showing the plane and the compass that the plane's heading, going like if I'm heading north and that shit was going like almost northeast east. Hold up, my compass is north, but the plane is almost east. It's northeast, east. Oh, that's just how they fool us. That's just how they can trick you with technology. It's not really easy. Once you look into it, you're like, oh, this could actually be happening. The flat Earth is measurable, repeatable, provable. We see stuff that we just can't see. We shouldn't be able to see on a ball.
I think maybe a better way to look at it is, you know how a lot of people are scared that we're going to find out a lot of things in the future that all these planets and all these aliens and all that stuff. We really don't know, I think, everything. We're just in the 60s, people like Russia and the United States were just trying to compete, and they were using unfactual information, what they found, and they were just trying to compete and say, oh, I went here.
Yeah, but you know what? They're faking it to the point where I just showed you, space bubbles and all that. I could show you Photoshop clouds, all this kind of stuff. So we definitely know everything that we have of Earth from space, the ball Earth, it's fake. And we know that they actually admit it in the small print. They say it's a composite image or it's an image. It's like they take high altitude planes and they take pictures of Earth and they sew them together and they have to Photoshop the clouds on there to make it all blend in. And we have the guy that made the damn Earth picture saying just that. It's Photoshopped because it has to be, quote for quote.
You think people are trying to control us?
Yes, that's the whole point. They're trying to tell us that there's no more land. We've already been there because Earth is a ball. That makes everything finite. We've been on all the continents on the ball. There's nothing more. But what if it's flat land and there's more land that we can't go to, but they figure out a way to convince us that our outer rim, there's no outer rim. They faked the outer rim being a continent at the South Pole. And it just gets deep.
What if, though, what about cruise ships that, went around the world?
That's what I said about east-west navigation. That's a thing, but north-south navigation isn't a thing. So all those cruise ships, east-west, sure. They could do east-to-west navigation, and that will look like it's a ball, but no. If you do a north-south, then that's a different story. And you start looking into those trips, but look deeper. Don't just assume at face value, oh, they did it, there it is. Look at the map routes. Look at the way they took to get to where they're saying they went, and it's like, wait,
what about the stars,
that's not right.
What's the examination of the stars? When you look up at night, is that fake?
Well, here's the thing. Polaris, the North Star, is the only one that doesn't move. Now we're traveling through the Milky Way galaxy at speeds way faster than a speeding bullet. And that one star, everything rotates around that one star. It does not move at all. That's fascinating. I mean, that's bizarre to me. If we're really traveling the way they say we're traveling around the sun, rotating on our axis and going, and that one star is perfectly still. Why? Because it's so far away. So far away. Well, let's look at the inverse square law. If you want to look at that and be like, well, how the hell were we even able to see light? That's trillions of light years away.
So you think they're even controlling us so much that they are literally putting like a simulation over us?
I don't even say that much. I'm just saying like we can observe what we can observe, and for some reason those luminaries do that. If you look into the Bible, which I'm not a big religious person, it talks about this firmament. It talks about sun and the stars and the moon being in this firmament, like a barrier. Like there's your pressure system there. I mean, the Bible talks about this. Like, it gets deep, man. It's really deep. There's over 600 verses that kind of insinuate that Earth isn't moving, rotating. It's very stationary. It's on pillars, and it's domed with a molten looking glass or something of a
what about the
brass.
seasons, though? What about the seasons?
The sun is making a spiral around the Earth one way, and then it raises in elevation and makes a different one for the seasons. It's pretty easy. Once you see the model, it's hard for me to explain, but it's just the
so
sun.
the Earth isn't moving, but the sun is.
Yeah, everything's moving around us. Yeah. And it's like a timepiece. All the eclipses and stuff, predictable because all of it is like a clockwork system. We've been able to predict stuff for thousands and of years before we had Stellarium or all the space software we have now. That all they're doing is there was something called the Antikythera mechanism.
Would you believe in Australia or no?
Oh, of course. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the internet. It's like Australia's not real. I don't know. I don't look into that. But I do. Sure, I believe it's real.
It's so like interesting because I feel like just because somebody said it's true or shows you it's true doesn't mean it's always true until you see it or see it all. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm condensing about 3 years of research into a lot of things that you can go and look at and observe, like the laser experiments. Now, you gotta figure out how you're able to put on an infrared lens and see stuff that's way too far away if we could see it on a ball. Like there's no way. Like mountains, or let's just say water towers that are 60 miles away that should be hidden under hundreds more feet of curvature than they're only 150 feet tall, but they should be hidden under like 400 feet of curvature, whatever the math says at 60 miles away. But we could see them easily from the base. I mean, it's like, well, what is this? This isn't light. We are not able to see over a curving Earth because that's how light works. I mean, if you get into the science of it, that's what they say we're doing. I don't buy it.
Like I guess it's back to the beginning when we said nothing's sacred, and we really don't know exactly 100% what's happening. We just know that it's probably a lot different than we think it is.
Well, look into it, and I hope you look into my show because I cover a lot of the news. I cover a lot of the latest proofs, and then I condense it down to like if you ever seen Tosh.0 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like a Tosh.0 of flat Earth, so.
Oh my! I guess it's now that I guess I see that in a way.
It's not far off, right? I mean, this is how that guy got started. I could do that. So.
I guess it's just like, you know what I find interesting though is that a lot of people don't really. I mean, a lot of people don't think like you. A lot of people just think normal. They're so simple. They don't examine. A lot of people, what I've learned, especially American people, is they don't really think more than just what is said or heard. They just look at like facts when they don't really think of theories, because a lot of people are very factual, which is true, but they don't think of like other things that could be. They just think facts and that's it, what they see in front of them. But I guess what you are kind of doing is you're kind of like, you're thinking of what if this is true, and you really want to examine it and you really want to see it to see if it's true.
Well, I could have put my video skills to several different uses, but I chose this hard, against the grain style of niche to talk about because they need a voice. Like, this is a real thing. I mean, it's undeniably flat, and any kind of measurable, observable shape, other than if you look at NASA and believe they're garbage, which I showed you space bubbles, but I didn't show you Photoshop clouds and reuse CGI animations. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But all you got to do is look, and a lot of people don't. That's what separates me. A lot of people don't really realize it. But I'm going to move on. A lot of my chats like, hey, let's do another flat smack. But I really appreciate you just like being open-minded and saying, hey,
Yeah.
I hope you do look into it. You deserve it. And you know what? It does matter to you because, look, we are controlled. We are harvested.
Nobody's free in this world. That's
nobody's free. And there is a big reason why. They're all getting into a new world order, one world government, and they want us to think that there's no other land, and this is a problem.
It's scary, but
scary.
It's fucking life right
You
now.
You want to give a shout out? Say hi and bye to anybody.
Yep. Hi everybody. Bye to that one girl, Shauna. I think her name was. And then what was your name?
Hori. They call me Hori.
Hori. My name is Michael. It was nice talking to you and talking to everybody. So.
That's my middle name. I love Michaels, and yeah, it was fun. Thanks for the conversation.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Bye. That was good. All right, I'm gonna go grab another drink, and my phone has been blowing up. So yes, the phones will be open in just a minute. I will open up the Gmail, and we'll do at least one call. But I really want to get some more flat smacks in. You know, sometimes you got to focus. You got to spend a little time on some of these people that are really intelligent, and that's not the first time I heard this week. Yeah, the moon landing. Sure, I believe it. Yeah, the moon landing's real. Sure. Now, if you're trying to call 702, go ahead and call one more time. I got the Gmail open, but give me a second. I got to go grab a drink. What I'm saying is, like, it's not the first time this week I've heard, oh, yeah, the moon landing's real because, well, why not? And then I went through my spiel and showed them different things, and they're like, oh, the moon landing is, no. So that's good. All right. Let's see if this is 702. All right. Greetings, you're on with the Horty Sheet Show's Flat Smacking. Who is this?
Oh, am I? Am I really?
You really?
Oh, thank God. Hold on. What's your Twitch again, brother?
My Twitch? I don't actually, I think it's the Horty Sheet Show on Twitch, or maybe it's just Horty Sheet Show.
Hori? Oh, yeah, with an H.
Yeah?
Oh, shucks, dude. Hold on. Let me slash this in. Hold
What's
on,
up?
brother. I want to bring you back up. Yeah,
Oh.
there it is. Hori Gaming.
Horty Sheet Gaming, that's right, Horty Sheet Gaming, that's it.
Dude, sweet. I was so glad to talk to you, man.
Hey, what's up?
I'm a big fan, honestly.
Awesome. What you doing tonight?
Long time watcher, first time caller.
Awesome. That's really cool. Can I go grab a beer real quick? And
Yes.
since
Yes,
I don't know you, I won't leave the audio on. So if you are a troll, I'm not going to let you quote unquote get me, but you can watch the dirty.
I will get you.
You can watch the Dirty Girls real quick, and I'm gonna go. I'll just be right
I can't wait
back.
for the Dirty Girls. I was just watching this one Dirty Girl.
Oh, 10 seconds. Hold on a second.
I'm gonna go back to.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So what's up? Thanks for the first time call.
Oh, thanks, man. It's good to be here, brother.
Well, so what you got to bring to the table tonight?
Well, I just want to know what's up. Like, why are you? First off, I heard you did 3 years of research, right? You've done 3 years of research.
I've been researching this for a couple of years.
Yeah,
now.
the flat Earth. Okay,
Yep.
sweet, dude. So, like, how much of that was spent on YouTube?
A lot of it. Hell, most of it. Why?
Yeah. Oh, most of it? You don't say. No other reputable sites?
I don't know. I've studied some stuff on MIT, etc. NASA.gov.
Oh, what did MIT have to say? Even better. What did NASA.gov have to say?
Do you? Why? Like why?
Oh, I'm just the last guy. He was into everything you were saying, but he didn't actually seem smart. So like, I want to test your opinions with somebody with the ability to fact check you and then also prove you wrong.
Okay. Is that why? Is this? This is the guy that called me 6 times in a row while I didn't have the phone lines open.
Yeah, well, I would have called you more.
Wait,
man,
hold
honestly.
on, hold on. The reason that I put you on mute right now is because I have a gut, and my gut is not only gonna tell me that I'm gonna get this fly in a minute that's flying in my space car in Space Studio, but I already know like where this is going. So like, what's your biggest problem with the flat Earth, bro?
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying like it doesn't exist.
What does that mean?
Well, here's the thing. Your proof is based off of YouTube videos and people able to speak completely unadulterated and just spew their venomous opinions, just like what you're doing to people on YouTube right now. You just spew what you would call knowledge to people, and you run completely unchecked. You don't have one single thing to back up anything you're saying. Earlier, you said the moon runs on cold light. Where'd you get that fact?
Measurable, observable, repeatable evidence.
Yeah, here's the real evidence. If you were to do one little bit of research, you'd find out that when you shield yourself in the nighttime, the heat from the earth bounces up to what it's shielding, and then it bounces back down, heating the fucking object under the shielded. Like, what if you had an umbrella? If you shield yourself with it, the heat from the earth bounces up, bounces back down, heats up your thermometer. Okay?
Seriously, that's what you're gonna go with?
That's science? I'm gonna go with science?
I'm literally just using you as an excuse to try to kill this fly for a minute, but I'm about to drop you. Is that your best? Like, what else do you have?
That's one rebuttal to one thing you wanted to try to say.
All right.
And
what else?
That's a fact.
What else you got?
Well, what else you got, dude? Rebut my rebuttal.
You have. I just don't. That just makes no sense. Like, if you're in the moon's light, you're cooler. You can measure this for a number of ways. It doesn't matter how you shade the thing; it still comes out the same. So it just doesn't. It's not telling me that the Earth's bouncing heat back onto your whatever thing you're shading.
No, here's okay, dude. Hold on.
It's easier than that.
I'm not even trying to fuck with you. I'm not even trying to fuck with you, but
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have shit to do. But thanks.
Like what?
I don't really feel like dealing with it. I thought I would kill this fly a little bit quicker, but I hate flies in the studio. This big ass fly is flying around. But no, I'm not gonna. I don't have time for that. You guys ready for another flat smack? I'll go ahead and close the Gmail. I mean, the reason why I haven't been answering his calls is because it's like I have my phone silent, so nobody's gonna get through. That's funny though. Actually, the phone wasn't silent; it just wasn't ringing. It's fun. Like, I'm calling now, says Joe Mama. LMFA. I'm not gonna deal with that, guys. 54 people in the chat. Oh, I was still saying 30 a little while ago. This is great. Heather, how you doing? Amazing, that was the best. Yeah, I'm not gonna put up with that. These guys, what are you trying to tell me? Like, the Earth is bouncing its heat back off of whatever I'm shadowing no. God, man, people. I don't have time for that. I'm here to wake people up. I'm not here to spoon feed you anything. You know, that's what I'm doing. Just Jack has Skyped me and said, "Sock account, chat on your line. He's a gamer." Yeah, I could see that, Jack. But it doesn't matter. So back to chat roulette. Back to what I was doing in the first place. Let me pull up the screen again. All right. Here we go. I have a whole beer sitting right here. I wish, see, Heather needs to be on a broadcast with me so she can pop in and give us some freestyle conspiracy information. It's 9/11 and she did an awesome stream. You guys got to check it out. I hope that she gets around to making a channel, but I know she's perfecting her game. She's over there on Facebook right now and she's watching. But Heather, you got to make your channel. Don't forget the umbrella. What umbrella? What umbrella are you talking about? I mean, you gotta make a channel because a lot of people. I had somebody asking me about you tonight, and as soon as she was like, "So what about what was her name? Was it Heather?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, what about her?" And then pff, my whole computer had a blue screen, and I was like, "Okay." It was so I don't know who you got watching you, but you got some info, and I'm trying to get you to make a channel. And like I said, I'll help you with OBS. I don't know why you had to go and remove it all, but I'll help you set it back up. You know that. All right, I'm hitting start, and we're gonna do another flat smack, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna open the lines up after this. I'm gonna do one more good flat smack. Okay. Hit start. I hope I get to use. You guys vote in the chat. Should I use the pop gun, the knife, or the magnifying glass on the next wanker that holds the cam too long? You guys got to vote in the chat room. Pop gun, pop gun, pop gun. All right, the chronic gamer. Could you possibly any more retarded? All right, the magnifier says Shauna. Everybody says Shauna. I mean, everybody says pop gun. How's it going? Nope, nope.
Yo, what's up, bro? Fuck. Damn, bro.
What's
that CP3PO?
That is. Do you? Oh man, these guys know what they're talking about. What's up?
Dang, what's up, bro?
You guys drinking tonight?
A little bit.
Dude, this guy coolest setup ever.
Thanks.
He's a revolver.
What do you do for a living?
I make commercials.
Dude, beast.
Think I can get a job? Y'all niggas hiring?
Y'all niggas hiring. I work for myself. I said screw the 9-to-5 job grind, and I teach people how to work for themselves also. All you need is a good camera, the ability to read, clean shaved face, good haircut.
How long does it take to read?
Hold on, let me consult my my assistant. Zelda, can you come out of the trunk for a second?
What the fuck?
How long does it take to read? I think she's too busy at the moment. This
guy's awesome.
Zelda, don't knock anything over, please. Zelda, get back in the trunk. Get back in the trunk.
That was so cool.
What are you talking about? Come on. You know what? Like I have a question for you guys. Are you ready for this?
You want money from us?
Yes. Will you please donate so you can help me fly to Denver for the first FEIC 2018 conference?
I will. How much money do you need?
So it's funny because I do have a GoFundMe set up for something, but no. I have something to tell you. I have some questions to ask for you. To you guys.
Like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now.
I know. Oh, you're gonna feel like a Twilight Zone in a second. Can I put you guys on the TV?
Yeah.
TV it. Look, TV it.
Talking to us.
There we go. Come on, guys. Here he goes. Go, Hori's TV.
Famous.
Are we on Times Square?
You are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, vk.ru. We got Periscope, everything on my shirt right now. I got my
Are we wearing the Asias?
You're in the what? You are live. You are live all over the internet. There's at least 60 people watching us right now. So
there's 60 people watching.
Sweet. All right.
Quick, someone show butthole.
Dude, we really do.
No, fuck, please don't.
He said no.
Why do you need to ask us?
I want to get a collective answer on this, gentlemen. Please, and hopefully I'm talking to gentlemen that won't show their butthole.
No, but we don't have buttholes.
All I got is my pop gun. So don't show me. This is the pop gun I use on chat roulette when I get all these wankers, and I'm like, hey, what you jiggling on? And then I'm like, are you about ready to
nut?
If you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Or I'd be like, what you got in there?
What does nut mean?
What is it? What you got? What you got in there? What is that? Here we go. Here's the question. Ready? Did we go to the moon in the 1960s?
No. Sure.
Conspiracy.
I think so.
It's a mix. All right, that's like a 80% yes, 20% no.
No, Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing in the movie The Space Odyssey, and that movie came out in 1968. They wanted him to film the moon landing in 1969. Cheers.
And they found that big black bar-looking thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
The aliens told Buzz Aldrin to go away.
I've come across a lot of that info.
He was his father.
What about the black bar thing? Where does that come from? Refresh my memory.
Yeah, the monolith.
The monolith.
Yeah.
The monolith.
I got to do some, I've come across a lot of my own research, but did you guys know that they're faking every picture of Earth from space?
How?
They take high altitude pictures of Earth. Well, no, this is what they do. They take a plane, they go way up, and they take pictures of Earth and strips of pictures, and then they sew them together, and they make a picture like this, like I just shown you, right? With the picture that just came by. Now, I'm going to show you, hold on a second. I'm going to show you a picture that they have completely copied and pasted clouds in. Are you guys ready to get woke for this?
They woke.
I'm down.
All right, this is gonna blow your mind. This blew my mind. And here it is. Hold on. I'm gonna play Weatherman for y'all real quick.
Guy's like really talking to us.
Oh my God! Another human being is talking to us.
Okay. So
I tried. So you see.
Look! I can see our house.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you are. You are here.
Are you Ninja?
Am I Ninja? What?
He's not Ninja.
Are you the Fortnite player?
I know the way.
Show me the way. Do you know the way?
I know the way.
Show me the way to the queen.
I know the way. I'm trying to show you the way. The way is. Do you see anything wrong with these red squares, guys? Come on.
They're red.
They're similar.
They're rectangles.
What's inside the squares? Are they similar, the clouds, or what?
Duplicates.
Yeah. So what is this? This is a picture of Earth from space. Oh, really? Everything is like this, unless it's a painting or something like that. We can't distinguish whether a painting is real or not, and that's a funny thing to go down. That's a funny road. But this is obviously a picture from space that we have photoshopped clouds in. Look at all this. Look at the. These are my favorite. These up here. Look at that. Come on.
They're twins.
That is kind of funny.
No, that's really funny. Well, everything is like that. Look, let me show you something else. You ever heard of the Earthrise photo?
Anyway.
Wait, what?
Probably in a simulation anyway.
Oh, that's a theory. Yeah, that's an interesting one to ponder. I'll tell you that. But look at this one.
So what happens when you die?
Elon Musk, Joe Rogan podcast.
I have. I mean, I've seen him smoking a blunt, and I'm probably poking fun at the Earth stuff. But
what happens when you die?
I've gone out of body, and I can tell you that we can go through walls and see what the hell's going on, and then tell people about it and freak them out. I mean, so what happens after death? It's got to be a lot similar to that. I've already done that.
You died?
No, I just left my body, went through a wall, and told at least 4 people what they were doing on the other side, whether it was in my house or, a city away, or not a city away, but from my city.
You did that while lucid dreaming?
Astral projecting.
Yeah.
What's astral projector?
It's when you leave your body. You do a certain exercise to keep your mind awake while you put your body to sleep. And once that happens, you start feeling all kinds of weird stuff. And then you can literally vibrate out of your body, go where you want, and see what you want to see, and then go back in and call your friend up and be like, hey, were you just...
How do you do that?
You lay on your back with your hands side to side. You don't move until your body falls asleep, and you have to keep your mind awake. But the hardest thing is staying awake.
That sounds impossible.
That's a shorthand bunch of truth right there. I mean, there's a lot more to it. Yeah.
Well,
I feel like you guys would be best friends.
I've done it. I've done it
more
before.
to
It's actually
My channel talks about it. I have 3 videos on the Horty Sheet Show channel that talk about how to do it. Astral projection tips and tricks 1, 2, and 3. So check it out. And it will tell you everything I know, really. Best of what I know. But
I don't want to talk.
Look at this, though. Look, this is another thing from NASA, okay? If you want to think Earth is a ball, explain this real quick. This top picture, you guys see this one?
Yeah.
This was an image portrayed by NASA as being taken from the Discover satellite's EPIC camera. And if you look at the cloud formation right here, I want to point out, you see this flat, thick cloud right there, and then this other one that's like thick white diagonal cloud formation right there? Huh? Take note of that. Now look at that. That was one picture from one satellite. And then this is another picture at a different time and a different angle from a completely different satellite. Can you notice the same cloud formation right there? The same flat cloud right there, and then the same thick one right here? It's the only difference between the 2 pictures is that this bottom one is tilted about 12 degrees. That's it. It's just tilted. Look at them.
And you'd think if they were trying to fool us, they would like be better at it.
Did you notice the square?
Pretty lazy.
But hold on. All right. Let's say you're right.
Lazy ass.
That's a lazy cut and paste. He gets it. I mean, what I was going to say, let me just tell you real quick. Whoever's about to rebut this, please just listen. This square around this picture is if you copied and pasted something from one picture to the other and it had just a slightly different background, well, when you get the picture and you ramp up the colors, and you better hope that you took the eraser tool and wiped out this damn square, because if you didn't, this is a fake picture right from nasa.gov. What would you say? What?
No, well, so like, why do you think they would do that? Why?
Ooh, that's a good question. Hold on, let me unscramble the TV. Why? Well, yeah. Okay. Number one, how much money do you think NASA gets every day to fake it? How much money a day?
At least $100.
Billions. At least $100.
At least $100. Jesus Christ.
10 billion. 100 billion.
$10 billion. No, you know what? I guess I gotta say, good guess. But 53, 52, whatever $million a day.
That was my third guess, actually.
Yeah. Oh.
So
I have a bit of a problem. By the way, satellites. Did you know that we have video of them launching satellites with big high altitude weather balloons? They don't look like party balloons, but they look like these big ass white balloons. And we have satellites falling in Brazil. So even satellites are a hoax. They're supposed to be orbiting Earth. What if I just told you that they were on balloons and you can see this all happening on video? Why? Why did they have to launch a satellite with a balloon?
I do not know.
I can show you. Did I show you space bubbles? Did I show you guys space bubbles yet?
Yeah, I'm going to track you down, get your IP address, and murder you.
They're going to kill me. I tell you what. If they do, I'm going to try to figure out a way out of this place.
Roommate, part of the government.
Our roommate's the government.
Roommate's the government? Oh my god. Now let me show you guys something. I'm gonna blow your minds. This is the last thing I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna move on and see what other people say.
Man, you gotta educate us for the whole line.
Wait, I have a question.
What? Well, I'm not going yet. I'm gonna show you this, but what? What's your question?
Yeah, did you hear about Barry?
Barry
McCockiner?
I don't know about that, but I mean, I do know a lot about that, but I'm not going to talk about that right now.
Hey, you got Ligma?
Okay. What were you going to show us?
You got Ligma?
No, Ligma is not here at all in any capacity.
What were you going to show us?
I've already been, you guys have gotten me this way before. Like, you freaking millennials.
Yeah. What were you going to show us?
All right, check it out, guys. Check it out. All right, bubbles in space. Feast your eyes upon this video, which shows astronauts in their spacesuits in outer space, quote unquote outer space. And there's bubbles like this one right here. And then the video cuts to them underwater. And you have to ask yourself, because once you do this research, you say, well, why are there videos of them underwater? Well, they practice underwater in their spacesuits with scuba divers, and they have a life-size replica of the International Space Station under there. And so that's why we have video of that. So this switches between outer space and underwater. Notice bubbles in space. Bubbles in space. Bubbles. Underwater. Look at the bubbles similarity. Similar bubble. Watch this. Outer space. Bubbles. And now this is obviously underwater. All these underwater, right? So look how crazy this bubble can get while they're underwater. It can go all kinds of crazy ways. Here's underwater. Now here's outer space. And look at the bubbles. Underwater. All right. Outer space. Bubbles. Now you're going to see the Earth in a second. Ready? Earth. Bubble. Earth. Outer space. What? Oh, here's look at this. The side-by-side comparison. The up and down side-by-side comparison right here of bubbles. Underwater is the bottom. And see, there's a bubble underwater. Here's a bubble in outer space. You tell me if there's a difference. And I might ask you a science question in a second. Is there any difference in that?
I don't know. The movement's a little different. But...
Come on. All right. Well, fine. I'll give you that. Let's say the movement's different. Well, let me ask you the science question. You ready for this, guys?
No.
I'm sure you're not. And you know what? The last guy I asked got it wrong, so don't feel bad. And I got it wrong, too. So let's all be in the fucking I got it wrong boat. Ready? You got a balloon, and there's very little air in it. And you tie it off. You tie a knot in it, and you put it in a vacuum chamber. And you seal the vacuum chamber, and you turn the vacuum chamber on. You suck all the air out. What's going to happen to the balloon? Is it going to shrink and shrivel like a small raisin, get smaller, or is it going to blow up and pop? What's going to happen?
If you have a balloon in a vacuum and it vacuums the air out?
If you have a balloon and it's got very, very little air in it, just a little bit, and you tie a knot in it to keep the whatever air in it in there, and you turn on the vacuum chamber, is it going to blow up the balloon and pop, or is it going to suck all that air out of the balloon and make it shrivel up and make it go small? What's going to happen?
Wait, it's in the vacuum chamber?
Yeah, the balloon's in the vacuum chamber, tied in a knot with very little air in it. And you turn the vacuum chamber on. You seal it, you turn the vacuum chamber on.
Wouldn't do anything, would it?
So you think it won't do anything? Okay. That's a valid answer.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. The air's already in it, so unless it affects the outer part of the balloon, I don't think it would do much.
You going to the bar, girls?
Yeah, you guys ready to go to the bar? I'm gonna make it quick. So no, what the balloon does is it swells up and it pops. That's actually what happens to the damn balloon. Well,
it feels weird in flip-flops.
So check this out. Check this out. This car, they said they launched this car into space, and the tires on this car haven't popped, but the bubbles. There's no air. There's no water in space, guys.
It looks like way too big. Watch this.
Did you understand that? Like, there's no water in space. How can you have bubbles? But if you did, think about the balloon. The vacuum of, you ever heard of the vacuum of space? It's a vacuum. So it's going to suck out there's no way it could be a bubble ever. But there's no water in space either. That's the biggest thing to think about. Mm-hmm. You guys just saw bubbles in space, and you have to now live with that.
This is very interesting. So thank you.
Hey, check out my show, guys. You guys have fun at the bar. But listen, check out my show. Subscribe to the Hori Sheet Show on YouTube. That's the yellow letters right there. And call in sometime. I'm live right now, and I'm going to start taking calls right after this one. But thanks for being so open-minded. You want to say bye to everybody? Please don't show your butthole.
Yeah. How many people do you have on your show?
There's at least 60 people watching right now, guys. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. It's growing. It's been growing all night.
Yeah, thanks for the education. We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys. Remember, Earth is flat, not a ball. Bye-bye.
Yeah. See you.
All right. That was good. I wanted to like save the Earth is flat thing for the very, 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 very end, because now they're like, I'm sure they're all going, wait, what? I just hit him with like space is fake, pictures of Earth are fake. I didn't hit him with flat Earth till the very end. So sometimes that's how I'll do it. I think that was good. I think that's good. All right, I'm gonna open the lines up, and I don't know. I'll probably do one more. I don't know. Stanley Kubrick made 2001 Space, which had a black box in the beginning and end of the movie. A black box. Just Jack. I don't know. I don't watch movies, man. I don't like that. It's all mind control when you get down to it. Hey, Authentic Intense here. I feel bad for all these young people who are pretty much brain damaged at this point, says Bling. They were bummed out, says Pete. Well, you know, those guys were cool. Those guys were cool. They were open-minded. They were like, wow, this is really interesting. And somebody in the back was like, yo, you guys ready to go to the bar? And he's like, this is really interesting. Like, one of them was like, don't leave. Hey, Robbie, how's it going? Celebrate Truth is in the house. Hey, man. I'm flat smacking tonight. It's been good. An hour and a half in, and everybody is seeing the truth. All right. Let me go ahead and open the lines up again. If you guys want to call in, go ahead and call in. 504-264-3609. I'm going to say hi to my Facebook fam that's still watching. Tommy Rogers still here. Satan Claus, what's up? Kayla, how you doing, Kayla? Aliak, sorry, I butcher names. That's what I do. You're awesome, LOL. Thanks. Bubbles. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, these guys cannot unsee what I just told them. Tommy Rogers says there's more, but hard on a chat, Brittany. What's going on? You're in the right direction. Okay, that's a whole lot for me to read. I mean, you guys are just having your own conversation. Hey, Heather, yeah, I'll be getting the stream professional pretty soon. No, you know what? You got more than a lot of other people have. I mean, what you need is to get your stream and your software going, but you have a whole lot more than a lot of other people have, including myself. I can't spout off all the facts that you do. And certainly if I don't have enough of an ability to like freestyle rap them. Okay. So you're awesome for that. And, you know, Hori's got you. Just, you know, let me know when you want to do another OBS like setup or whatever. I'm working with so many people to get their stream more professional. At least 5 different people. You all know who you are. And whenever you're ready to take the next level from after all the stuff I've already taught you, you know where to find me. So that's what's happening. I'm here to, you know, not to show off. Like, that's what I say a lot of times. I'm not here to show off. I'm here to bring you up to at least this level. This is what I could do for you, you know, but y'all have like an awesome ability to regurgitate facts and truth, and I have to look at my notes and it slows me down, but I have a nice backdrop. So that's what I do. So everybody has their own skill set, and I'm getting better at what I do. It just takes me a lot of work. I mean, you're seeing me in real time, like try to, and I'm good at it. I'm pretty good at it, showing the space bubbles and the pictures. I'm not going to cut myself short here. But yeah, you got something, Heather, and a lot of other people that are already doing their thing. Just keep doing it. It's paying off. It's changing the world. All right. Let me see. Chat roulette. Starman backdrop. Let's go back to the space car. Back to the chat roulette. All right, here we go. I did open the phone lines, but nobody called. So if, you know, I guess the troll has left. I guess he has enough of a life to actually go somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, if you do want to call in, now's your time. I'm only going to leave it open for just a second. Anybody can call in, really. Just want to say hi or whatever. Just know we're about to flat smack again. I flippin' love Robbie, for the record. He knows it, says Joe Mama. See you soon, Robbie. Yes, Robbie's awesome, man. He caught me a ticket to the conference. I really appreciate that. And the GoFundMe, by the way, I have a GoFundMe, tinyurl.com/flyhori. Check it out. I'll type it in the chat. tinyurl.com/flyhori will help me get to the Flat Earth International Conference 2018. Oh, it's not going to let me actually type it on YouTube. That's funny. I have to like... There you go. tinyurl.com with no spaces. But there's been people who've donated offline, off of the GoFundMe platform at about the rate of about almost $200, and then whatever the GoFundMe platform says is what I have. So that plus almost 200. It's been good. So you guys are awesome. Here we go. Take another call. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
Who's this?
Who are you?
I'm calling the number.
Hey, you're on with the Horty Sheet Show. Who is
Horty
this?
Sheet Show. How are you, sir?
I hope I'm okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I've been watching your Facebook, and I'm sorry about what's happening with your family. They're not, accepting your truth movement status of being a truther and whatnot. I know that's tough, and I love what you're doing. And keep strong, brother.
Hey, thanks. And you're not trolling? Or what? What's you got?
No, I'm face to face. I'm from Poncho.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Hey.
Yeah, no, I like the frat boys who were just on. Keep doing what you're doing, man. My family didn't get it either. I had an argument with my grandpa, and they've known you your whole life, and for them to see you, talk about shit that makes them uncomfortable, it really puts a fork in the situation. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know, all of a sudden you're not Horry anymore, right? You all of a sudden it's just like you're.
Well, you know what?
You know what I mean?
Horry is my alter name. Like my real name is Devin, but I don't go by that. So Horry, no, they don't see me as Devin anymore. They now have to like. I don't like anybody to call me my real name. It's so funny because I have literally changed personas. I've literally woken up and took on a whole different name.
Your whole paradigm shifted.
Oh yeah.
And they can't accept it because they can't shift their paradigm to your beliefs anymore.
Oh, but so you know what? They're starting to look into what I'm talking about. Not only my mom has become an advocate to kind of she's
yeah, but
flipped.
some people just they just won't care enough.
No, they won't care. I mean? They won't care. But some of the people that really have, they've started to watch my show, and they're like some of my aunts, and they're like, ooh, oh shit, you know.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I don't have that. My family thinks I'm nuts.
Oh, I get it. I mean, believe me, most of mine still does. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to give my support and say, hey, keep on being strong because it's tough when your family doesn't get it. And I knew that was affecting you the last few days, and I just wanted to say that it's tough, but keep fucking going, man. You're doing the right thing, and I think God has our back, even whether I won't name God, I'm still an agnostic, whether it's superb aliens who created this place or you never really know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But it feels like things just kind of work out in a way when you realize that a creation, you know what I mean? Things just kind of fall into place. And it also tests you. Everyone has a testing period and a it's like a weird. I think you doing your part is proving yourself. You know what I mean?
That's cool. I have a whole lot of. That's some strange button dialing. Are you butt dialing?
I might have been.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry.
Oh no, that you cut out for a second. I think your cheek hit the mute button and then it started dialing. But no, you said you appreciate kind of what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, man. Thanks for calling in. And I didn't know if you were going to be a troll. I've been battling trolls. The more I do this, the more troll phone calls I get. That one guy called my phone.
Yours is round. You're an idiot.
Oh no, right? No, I know. But thanks for showing your support, man, and I appreciate your calling. Anything you want to say, a shout out, anything like that, or anything you want to bring to the table? Anything else?
No, it's good. Shout out to Larry Stevens in the chat. He's a pimp. And yeah, have a good night of flatsmack and keep them on their toes, mate.
Hey, man. Thank you, bro. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, I'm gonna say hi to Facebook. There's Rose in there. I was just talking about somebody like you that's kind of peeking in there and seeing what I'm doing, and you're telling me you're not nuts. Love you. I know, right? Thank you. Thanks for totally proving that. You can call me. You know. Oh, here's the TROOLL. I don't know if they can spell it. Hey, you're on with the Hoary Sheet Show. What are you wearing?
Well, this is a pleasure. I get to talk to the actual Hoary. This is Robbie Davidson from Celebrate Truth.
Oh my God, I just asked Robbie Davison what he was wearing, because I totally thought this was the same troll from a minute ago.
I'm wearing clothes, I can tell you that. I just wanted to call in, man.
Hey, Robbie.
Just say you're doing some great stuff, man. I'm loving what you're doing. I just wanted to give you a lot of support. Big fan. I think what you're doing is just absolutely incredible. Like, it's one person at a time, and you're doing this diligently every single night almost, and it's just incredible. I know there's a lot of people that appreciate you. I'm sure that you don't hear it as often as you should, but there's a ton of people that really do appreciate you, and I think you're starting to see the fruit from kind of what you've been doing all this time.
Thank you so much for calling in, and you know, it's really funny. I really did think you were the same troll, because I think he's in the same area code. I mean, it's 780.
But you got a troll, then you might have a patrol in Canada, then in my province.
But you know, dude, I just really appreciate what you're doing. This conference is gonna, I bet it's gonna be even bigger than the one last year.
And I'm so excited that you're going to be there. I mean, we can't really do a conference without the Hoary Sheet Show. Hoary has to be in attendance. I told you that, and I'm glad that you saw the seriousness in it. And I know that it's going to happen, brother. I totally know that it's all going to take place. And you're going to have a blast, man. It's going to be so amazing. So many people are going to be able to meet you. And just meeting everyone in person, I'm telling you one thing. You're sitting behind, you know, a green screen for a lot of times. But I'll tell you, when you get in front of everyone in person with your shirt, right? Brand new shirt, all developed, all ready to go.
I got it. They're going to know, oh, that guy. Oh, that's, I can't wait.
Denver this November is going to be a time to remember. Absolutely. Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. You're going to see that. We'll definitely get a good shot of that with the live stream. I'm sure the media will get shooting you there quite a bit as well in Denver. So what are you most looking forward to coming to Denver?
The thing I'm, of course, looking most forward to is meeting all the people that I have been watching for years on videos and actually shaking their hand and grabbing them and giving them a big old hug. And I'm also looking forward to the after party where I'm going to bring my glow lights, because a lot of people know that I do glow stuff. And I know DITRH is like, hey, you're going to give me a poi lesson while I'm down, right? While I see you. I'm like, okay, so I gotta bring the glow stuff. So the after party, wherever we do it, is going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to both meeting everybody and the after party. I'm going to be there for like 4 days. Bling, the BS of the ISS has asked me to go, and I can bunk up with her from the beginning of this, probably till the end, and everything is working out like clockwork for me to be there. The GoFundMe is just 2 days in, and I'm already a third of the way there. I mean, I can't ask for more than that. There's been offline donations that haven't even showed up on the little graph, and you know, once I reach like a total of 600, I'll try to figure out how to cut the GoFundMe so I don't get like more than what I'm asking for. So I'll try to figure that out. But it's working, man. People want me to go there, like a lot of people. So I'm really excited, Robbie, and I can't thank you more for allowing me to get in there for what you're doing, and I appreciate that, man. It's awesome.
Well, you're doing so much. You're doing so much for the community. I mean, you're tirelessly working, you know, flat smacking, all these creative ways that you come up with, whether it was through Fiverr, whether it was through chat roulette, or even YouNow. I mean, you're constantly being creative. You're looking at different opportunities. You're seizing the moment. You know, you're creative with your green screening and your abilities. And honestly, it's going a long way. And again, a lot of people are having these discussions, and it's taking an effect. You can clearly see, you know, what's happening with the conversations you've had, and you're building quite a catalog. You're going to have to start doing the best of videos.
Yeah.
Because there's some real gems in there that get lost in the shuffle. So that's something that I've been actually thinking of doing at one point is getting some of the gems and throwing it in there, kind of a best of. Because I think a lot of those things are really important for people to see, and you know, whether you're talking to guys or girls, different age categories, but everyone is really starting to question their reality, starting to question everything that they've been taught from an early age. And like I said, you're doing a phenomenal job, man. And I know a lot of people are starting to really value and appreciate exactly what you do for this community. So I want to say, man, it was an honor for me to make it, you know, possible, or make it easier for you to make that decision to come to Denver, because I wasn't going to let you say no again this year. I asked you last year, and I said, you know what, you're not going to miss Denver, and it's going to be a blast. I mean, FE 2018, just such an incredible lineup. We have, out of all the speakers that are actually going to be there, is there one in particular that you came to at the very beginning of your investigation? Was there someone that really resonated with you?
You know what? There's been lots of people that really did resonate with me, and then I had to stop kind of resonating with them. But the ones I'm left with that make the most meaningful impact is got to be like Bob from Glowbusters and David Weiss, which I know I'm going to get to meet both of them, and it's going to be such an awesome. I'm sure Bob's going. I know David's going. But Bob's going to be there, right?
Bob definitely. Bob actually lives like 2 blocks away from
right. Oh, see, yeah, he's
definitely going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to be there. Yeah. So those, I can't wait to give a big old bear hug to both of them, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I hope Bob is going. I got to call Bob if he's thinking of not going. I mean, we have to have a talk with Bob tomorrow.
Oh, he's going.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, Jorge. I mean, everyone that's been assembled, these people, you know, even regardless of their differences, they see the big picture. They see the, you know, the value of basically looking at kind of what's in store, you know, for us as a community, not infighting and getting into all this nitpicky stuff that happens. Again, all the people that are represented, you know, at my conferences represent a really good, solid core people that really see the big picture. And we always have our differences. I always, you know, explain this to a lot of people, but really what we all agree on is that we're not a spinning ball flying through space. And that's what unifies us, and we're going to have a blast in Denver this November.
Yep, that's what I tell a lot of people is when they start really, like one of my, you know, ex-best friends, he's like, what's the deal? What do I have so wrong about what you guys think? Because he'll go and target a lot of these facts that a lot of other flat earthers will put out there, and then if you scrutinize those facts, some of them are right, some of them are wrong, but if you get too deep into anything that's wrong, then you can obviously run wild with that and say that all flat earthers are ridiculous because they believe in this. And some of these people will point out the most bizarre things that we think and make videos, but if you just look into every little thing, you're going to find out that, well, a lot more of it makes sense than it doesn't. And we try to weed out the best we can what doesn't work. And what we, you know, some of the stuff I've thought was a flat earth fact has come out to be debunked, and I'm like, oh, oops. But that's the learning process. So a lot of people, you know, just if you think this is crazy, if you're just tuning in, look into it more. If you're trying to call and blow up my phone, which I'm seeing it's just blowing up, just research on your own. But thank you, Robbie, for putting it out there. And I love the fact that the mainstream media is going to be there covering it again. They're going to see that we are here and we are doing it every year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. One last thing before I run is obviously we got a great lineup with Glowbusters Live and Mark Sargent, Patricia Steer, Rob Skiba, you know, all the really great people that people are looking forward to. But one thing that was actually just put together with the Flat Earth Man is if you actually look at the schedule at fe2018.com, that's right, Flat Earth Man will be performing live in the evening of the first day of the conference. Don't miss it. His first album ever, and he's going to be performing many songs for his brand new album. So you're hearing it first on the Jorge Sheet Show. I just actually put up the information yesterday, but again, it's official, and we got some more surprises planned with the Flat Earth Man and a lot more in store coming up soon. So anyway, keep up the great work. Awesome. I'm going to get off the phone, let more people call you, but man, keep it up, man. You're doing the community a real amazing, you know, gratitude for everything that you're doing. Thanks so much.
Thank you again, Robbie. Thank you again. Can't wait to see y'all there. Have a great night, man.
Can't wait to meet you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. That was awesome. That was Robbie Davidson, the founder of the Flat Earth International Conference, FEIC2018.com, right? I think. Go there, buy your tickets. Still tickets available. Awesome. Thanks for calling in, Robbie. All right. Let's see. Bling, bling. Let me check the chat real quick. Let me say hi to the YouTube audience, which is where you should be. Hey, Aisling717, tell Bob I said hi. Love you. I hope you're healing well, my dear. ODD, think of it. Okay. Jose Meza, hey, what's going on? How's it going? You made it here. Endless. Thank you. Thank you. Space is fake. Love what you do. Love what you and Bob do. Awesome. Yeah, they're my favorite. Glowbusters. Can't have me enough Glowbusters. Hori wants to meet Tim Osmond. I wanna throw Tim Osmond over my shoulder and break him. Yeah, Bob, how you doing? How you do? LOL. What was that? MIDI HC? LOL. Was that Jose Meza? Wish I could have caught that one. What? Christopher. All right, guys. We're gonna do one more flat smack. Yeah, we're going to do one more flat smack, and I'll probably end it. And what I'm going to do after this is head on younow.com. And younow.com is a platform where instead of reaching 1 to, 4 or 5 people like I did tonight, I will reach anybody talking to 20 people or more on YouNow. So it's a bit slower paced. I don't live stream this much. I'm probably not going to live stream it. Hi, Mom. You're in the chat there on Facebook. How you doing? Hi, Mom. Hori is watching 3 to 4 chats. Could be a minute. Yes, yes, I am. I am watching at least 2 different chats, and I could open up the other one, but it's just gonna bog my computer. But anyway, guys, what I'll do after I get off of here is head on YouNow because I can't get enough of this. And I swear to God, I'm gonna kill this fly in one of these broadcasts. I'm gonna get this fly. But it's like it's getting really close now. Yeah, what was I saying? Shit. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more flat smack for y'all, and we're gonna try to wake somebody else up, and then I'll get on YouNow and flat smack exponentially more people. So instead of doing 1 to 4 people, it's a minimum of 20. But you have to catch it on YouNow. Go make an account, younow.com. Make an account. Add Hori Sheet Show on there, or the Hori Sheet Show. I forget what I go by, but it's either with the or not the. Okay. So here we go. Switching over screens, ISS, here we go, Starman shot. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got the Earth in the background too. This is perfect. I got the weapon of choice loaded. So the next person we get. Oh man, he skipped me so fast. I was gonna use it on him. How's it going?
It's going good.
Awesome.
How about you?
It's been a tough night. It really has. But it's been good overall. So what are you doing on chat roulette?
Nothing. I'm about to go to work. So just want to see if there's somebody to talk to.
Awesome. So can I ask you a couple of questions? I think this might change your life if you're ready to participate in this.
I don't know.
The biggest
what about?
The biggest question is, well, first it's going to be about space, Earth, science, that kind of stuff. Okay. But can I put you on the TV so you can say hi to my YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, vk.ru, and Periscope audience?
Rather not.
But I can't have you on. I gotta be able to talk with people face to face.
Yeah, sorry, man.
All right.
Better luck next time.
Hey, wait, check it out. Before I let you go, I could at least tell you this, and no, I'm not going to flash myself nude. I just want to show you my main studio, all right, my main studio set. Check it out. I want you to look at the Hori Sheet Show on YouTube, okay?
Will do, man. For sure. I'm going to check it out right away.
And it's because the Earth is flat and not a ball.
It's not flat.
Check it out. Just give it a shot. I've been doing 3 years of research in it, and I could show you a couple of things but I want to make it entertaining for all the people, the 50 plus people that are watching right now. So I have to, be more interactive with the guests. So, but yeah, I get it. You probably think I'm ridiculously stupid right now, but
No, I don't.
Check it out.
I'll check it out for sure.
Have a good one. It's a Hoary Sheet Show.
Yeah,
See you later.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Simple flat smack right there. All right, let's do another one. Okay, hit the start. All right, I'm getting good at this. I'm able to do this on the Hoary Sheet Show without really risking it. I mean, it gives me a couple of seconds. Hey, how's it going? What's up? That was so freaking hilarious. The guy was smiling really big, and then, I don't know, something was very off-putting about the Tesla, and he wasn't smiling anymore. He looked like he was in a white t-shirt in a hospital bed. Oh, there's way too many stains on that pillowcase to be broadcasting such a thing. What is that? Oh my god, the camera jiggled. This is like super freaky. This guy's bedroom pillow blanket situation has got all these stains on it. He's still listening to me. He hasn't skipped me. Come on, man. Gotta make me skip you, bro. Jesus. That was so disgusting. Well, that's even creepier. It's like a dark room vignette shadow around it. Hey, how's it going? Oop, skipped. Just in case you don't know, I'm being skipped a lot. Hey, how's it going? Nope. Hey, fix your... Oh, I was going to say, fix your smoke alarm. It's beeping. How long has it been beeping? Next, camera. Universe. Ah.
I like it.
What's up?
I like it.
Awesome.
I like it.
Can I quiz you on a few wonderful science questions?
Oh my God! Why are you trying to give me science questions at 1 o'clock in the morning, man?
Because I have about 50 people watching. You want to say hi to everybody on the TV?
I can't see the TV because you green screened out the TV.
I can make it happen.
Make it happen.
You wanna say hi?
Sure, I'll say hi.
Yeah, here we go. Say hi, everybody. Here we go.
Hey, there. I like that guy.
Ah.
I like that guy.
I hope it's still this cool by the end of our interaction, because I have a couple of things that are going to make you question your reality. And some people get quite offended by some of the stuff I talk about, but I guarantee you it's nothing offensive. It's just gonna make you think.
Okay, go ahead. Feel free.
All right. I'm going to give you the option. Would you like to see why I believe they're using cables when it comes to them faking moon anti-gravity videos? Or would you like to see bubbles in space? So there's two things. Or would you like to see photoshopped clouds on fake pictures of planet Earth? Or would you like to see, let's see, what else can I show them? CGI clouds on spinning ball Earths that have been reused from 2015 all the way to, or 2012 all the way to 2015. The same cloud formations.
Mm-hmm. How about Photoshop clouds? How about Photoshop clouds, Alex?
Yes, Photoshop clouds for 500. Ori, right? All right, so check this out. This is let me get to the right picture.
You're doing these transitions and shit. This is like,
yeah.
Like
Photoshop clouds for 500, Ori. Yeah.
Some transitions.
I call myself the Hoary Sheet Show. That's what I am on YouTube, and I'll show you in a minute. But so here's Photoshop Earth picture number 1, and then I'll show you the Photoshop clouds. But so this picture up here and this picture right here, taken from 2 different satellites. The top one was the Discover satellite's Epic camera, and the bottom one was being taken from the LRO satellite as it orbited the moon. So 2 different satellites, 2 different times, all this. Yeah. But here's the problem. The clouds are going to change from, like, I don't know, 1 hour to the next, right? Ooh, but look at the this cloud formation, this flat line of cloud here. And then this thick diagonal shape little like it's hard for me to point to it, but you see that little one?
Okay.
Look at
I think I see the one that you're talking about.
The two. Now look, let's go down to this totally different picture. Now, do you see the same flat line cloud right there? And then the same little diagonal one?
You need to pull. I think you got to pull back a little bit because I can't. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I see a diagonal one right there now.
The straight line cloud is right here. It's tilted though. It's tilted about 12 degrees a little bit.
Right. It's easier to see the straight. I mean, the straight cloud, and I see the diagonal right there. Diagonal's right there.
So here's the problem. That's one thing. How do we get two different pictures of Earth from two different times, two different satellites, but they look so similar that all you got to do is twist one about 12 degrees? But the bigger problem, look at you. Have you noticed it yet? The square, the gray square around this Earth? Do you know how that happens, bro?
Tell me, how's it happen, guy?
If you go to Photoshop or any other software program that edits pictures and you copy something from one picture, put it in another, if you take that second picture and you raise the brightness and contrast and color light levels, all that stuff, you start to see if you didn't match the same background from picture A as picture B, this is what you're going to get. Unless you take that eraser tool and wipe it away.
Well,
this is straight from NASA.gov. Fake picture.
Not very thorough, NASA.
Nope.
Not very thorough. Being very, very, very sloppy.
Very sloppy.
Yes. So tell me again. So you have a YouTube channel, you say?
Yeah, this is the YouTube channel. If you want to write it down or check it out real quick, it's the Hori Sheet Show on YouTube. The yellow words.
Okay, Hori Sheet.
Hori Sheet Show.
Yeah. And what do you do? What is your niche?
Now, you might hate me because I said in the beginning, you might not like me by the end, but I didn't want to open this can of worms up yet. But I talk about several things. I talk about energy healing, out-of-body travel, and the flat earth theory.
Okay. Now, when you say flat earth theory, are you which side of the argument are you on?
Oh, I'm on the side of flat earth.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So do you have like videos? I'm assuming you have videos on your channel that basically argue your point of flat earth. Well, I guess, yeah, actually, because see, it's been cut off, right? So I see it in your title, but I didn't notice it before because it's cut off at the bottom. So it's like that the part where it says flat earth is like half.
I did that on purpose. I could show you this. I could show you like let me see this. Wait, I could show you something maybe like this where I'm not in the flat Earth branded thing.
Right.
But I don't necessarily do that every time.
But okay, and so like I said, so that'd be interesting. I'm interested. I'm probably gonna check out your channel just to see what your theories are.
Well, you know what? I want you to check out this. Like before you go researching the topic. First of all, I wanted to show you the picture real quick, and then I'll tell you what you need to be careful with when it comes to the debunking videos. Because, first of all, do you notice anything funny about the red squares and the clouds in these two red squares?
I can't see the red squares. I see the blue squares. I see the two blue squares over there. They look like there's two above.
All right, so you're talking about these?
Right. And I see that those are two the same, looks like the same, but you have your hand, okay. Basically, that looks like the two same clouds over the two same clouds, yeah.
What about even in the yellow circles? You see the yellow circles, the same cloud formations there? I see
that the blue areas seem to be the same shape there.
Yep. And then also, I don't know if you could see these. You see these here? And
I see one purple circle, but I
don't see the other? Okay. Well, this is the best I could show you. I know it's a little bit truncated, but yeah, the problem is this is a picture of Earth. Now, we know how we got it. There's a high-altitude plane, took pictures of Earth, strips of images, and then there's a guy named Rob Simmons that took those pictures and created a ball. This is the blue marble picture of Earth. This is what they call it, the blue marble. This was on our iPhone background, but if you zoom in on that sucker, you got Photoshop clouds. Now, look, it's 2018. Why And believe me, we don't have a picture of Earth without this kind of garbage, like Photoshop, like, and you know, there's a whole lot of problems with every picture of Earth from space. I can show you how the continent, you know, America looked this big on one picture of Earth, and then it's like taking up that much of Earth on another picture, and you're like, well, how does that happen?
Yeah, there's a lot of what's the words I'm looking for? I guess you can even say conflict with that whole idea of how big the U.S. is and also Europe and compared to other continents, because you'll find that on a lot of maps they're totally out of scale. They're what they're supposed to be if you actually know how much land mass. For example, like how big Africa is as far as land mass, and then you compare it to what's being shown on the globe, it doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? So, so there's a lot of those kind of conflicts that I've that a lot of people don't acknowledge, but it's like, yeah, so.
There's a whole lot of problems. What if I told you, let me ask you a real basic science question that even I got wrong, so don't feel bad if you get this wrong, but this is a big impact thing. I tried to show you some stuff that, well, you wanted photoshopped clouds, and I showed you that. That was the first thing, but space bubbles. I'm going to ask you a science question about this, and I'm going to preface this by saying, well, have you ever seen the ISS, the International Space Station?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, this thing right here, right there.
Right.
Yeah. So when I say that they're in their space suits and their astronaut suits, and they go outside one of these walls, and they get to where for 2 hours all we get to see them do is twiddle on stuff with a wrench and never really get anything done. But if I told you that you could watch that live and actually see bubbles in space, would you believe me? Because I want to show you a video of just that. Okay.
All right.
Check it out. So the video I'm showing you right now is it's going to split between outer space and underwater, because once you do a little more research in this, you figure out that they're actually underwater with a life-size replica of the space station under there, and they have scuba divers helping them while they're in their spacesuits and they're doing whatever they have to do on the exterior of that thing, but they're underwater.
Right.
I do green screen stuff for a living, okay? Add a green screen underwater and you might see these space bubbles, but let me show you this, okay? So here's them in outer space, in quotes. Here's a space bubble. Some more space bubbles. Oh my God. Oh, underwater. Now look at the difference here. You can see how those bubbles move right here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Now watch, let's continue. Outer space. Space bubble come in. Here it is again. Bloop. Underwater, obviously, look how weird that bubble moved. It went up and down and circled. So, you get these weird looking bubbles underwater. Here's another underwater, outer space bubbles. Oh my goodness, bubbles, bubbles.
So
underwater.
let me ask you, where'd you get the original footage from? Because I would like to take a look at the original footage.
Oh man, this is from either a live spacewalk where if they're ever streaming on Ustream.com and they invite people to watch their repair mission, you can screen cap this kind of footage. That's where we got it from.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then the other stuff, I don't know where this comes from, but I mean, Aeronautics Space Agency training video, like who knows, but this is definitely, it's not some Joe Schmo. I mean, this is them in the space suit underwater and all that.
Yeah. Just like I said, I like to research.
You know what? I thought when I first saw space bubble videos like this, I was like, that's not real. Somebody faked it. But I watched them live on Ustream.com, and within it was like a 2 hour long broadcast. We're fixing something out there, but I watched about 45-50 minutes of it because it was being streamed from a flat Earth channel, and they were like, hey, we're gonna watch another stream. Let's see if we find space bubbles. And I'm like, oh, I just researched this with flat Earth space bubbles, so I'm gonna watch it live. And sure enough, it took 40 minutes, and I stopped counting how many space bubbles I saw in 40 minutes. And so look, there's going to be a side-by-side comparison here, and I want to really show you that. But here's Earth. I mean, outer space, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Watch this, Earth. There's a bubble right there, and here's Earth. Oh, but here's a side-by-side comparison in a second. Watch. Oh, outer space. Oh, There's underwater bubble, outer space bubble. Here we go. Boom.
Funny.
How much do you believe in the moon landing now?
Well, see, that's the whole thing, man. Those are the things that we often think about. You know what I mean? And basically, I listen, I watch. My mind is open, and I just basically, I that's why I always like to, before I make conclusions, I like to research.
I admire that. I really do. A lot of people, they're not even open-minded enough to do that kind of research. But
some people just like to be given, whether it be whatever. But the thing is, it's like I like to research. See, that's my whole thing, and that's why I was asking you. I said, so where did you get the footage from? Because anybody can give you information, whether it be whether it be true or false. They give you the information, but it's also good that you can go and see for yourself.
And you know what? That's right. A lot of the memes I've discovered that have been going around to prove this or that. When you get to the nitty gritty, somebody has kind of misrepresented it, and that's what you have to watch out for. But all these pictures that I showed you are one thing. First of all, they come straight from NASA.gov. So that's pretty damning. We can see that gray square around one of them that came from NASA.gov. That's ew. But
and that's what I'm saying. If it's something that's coming straight from them, it's like, all right.
But here's the thing: they covered it up now. They took those pictures, and since we discovered it and brought it to light, they scrubbed it. So you're not going to go back to that website and see what we just showed you. Right. But that's how it works, So all we can tell you is it's 2018. Watch what they put out. Like, for instance, this car. I wanted to ask you a science question earlier about if you took a balloon, all right, and it had no air in it, just a little air, and you tied a knot in it and you stuck it in a vacuum chamber, sealed it, turned on the vacuum chamber. What's going to happen to the balloon? Is it going to shrivel up like a raisin and get small, or is it going to blow up and pop in the vacuum chamber? What's going to happen?
If I remember correctly, I would probably go for the swelling up side.
Got it. That's right. I got it wrong. I thought it would shrivel like a raisin. Not true. It's going to blow up and pop because it's going to suck all the air from the interior of that balloon to the exterior of the whole vacuum chamber. It's going to make pop. So they said they launched this car into space, this Tesla. SpaceX and Elon Musk launched a freaking car from a rocket into space. They tried to make it go to Mars, didn't work out, yada yada. But the tires, look at the tires. Imagine.
That would be issue with the tires. Basically, the surface tension on the outside of the tires would be
It would.
I get where you're coming from.
These tires in the vacuum of space. See, we can't mimic the. You ever heard of the vacuum of space, right? We cannot mimic that kind of strength of a vacuum. We can't. Even in our best chamber, does not match the outer vacuum of space. So these tires, no chance. But this whole car was a stock Tesla, except they conveniently left out the rear view mirror right here. Oh, but if you do some green screen, you probably can understand why they did that.
Right.
And not to mention the temperature in outer space. 2,000 degrees Celsius, negative 2,000, 200, whatever. This car shouldn't even exist much. I mean, it's not built for outer space, but it was his stock Tesla from his own garage. That's all. That's what he said. Oh, another thing he said in the conference, his first press conference, he goes, oh, this is real because it looks so fake. I'm sorry. They like to put it in our face. They like to mock us. Oh, another thing. You see my black background? This is how it looked here in their video. But where are the stars? What happened?
Interesting.
Well, here's another interesting. We got this on video. Astronauts, half of them will say, when we ask them, what do the stars look like in outer space? Half of them will say, we can't see any stars. It's a black velvet colored sky, black velvet night sky. That's the word they use, a velvet. Interesting. They all have that word. But the other half will say, oh, they're beautiful. You can see every star in the sky. Oh, because there's a video, these two astronauts, and they get a question from like this little preschooler or whatever, and they're like, oh, what do the stars look like in space? And one of them looks at the other and goes, and the other guy goes, yeah, we could see all the stars. And then the guy's like, yeah, we see all the and it's like, whoo, how do you screw that up? You know, how do you
it gets crazy when you start seeing inconsistency.
Oh man, that's all I'm here for. I'm here to plant.
Look, stars.
Oh,
look, stars.
Look at that. Isn't it nicer?
Yeah.
I think that that was totally synchronicity. Like it's a 2-hour long backdrop, and it will randomly pop up or go away. But they don't want to put stars in anything like this Tesla car launch, because if people started dissecting the star constellations, there'd be a big problem with what matched what. That's what I think. That's why I think they have no stars in anything.
It's like I say, man, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about. But so, like I say, so your channel. So I'll check out your channel and see what else that you got going on over there.
Hey man, thanks for being open-minded tonight, and I'm sure everybody in the chat appreciates it. I showed you some things that I'm guaranteeing you right now. If you look anything more into Photoshop clouds or images of Earth or planets and the pictures of planets, they're all fake too. You can see the software that's made with Blender and TerraGen 4. I've downloaded some of these softwares and played with the plugins that are freely available to make fake planets just like that. It's unnerving how easy it is to fake space. And then the bottom line with Flat Earth, tell you two things. If you ever look into Flat Earth on your own, you're going to see a lot of debunking videos that claim to make it look so stupid. And all of that is on the first 2 pages of whatever you search Flat Earth on YouTube. So get to the damn second page, third page, look at the real Flat Earth channels. All right, there you go. That's one. The second one is the ground experiments, the long distance viewing experiments, whether it's telescope or P900. Now we have infrared technology. We're seeing stuff that if Earth was a round ball, and if we were here and the ball would curve and we're looking at something way over here, or maybe it's not that far, I'm just giving you like a scale. There's a certain amount of Earth that's curved in between, or a certain amount of Earth in your way, because Earth, you're looking at something that the math is like 8 inches per mile square, which means that the further you're looking at something in the distance, the more exponentially it drops past the curve. There's that much more Earth blocking your view. So, but we are able to see stuff way further away than we should if Earth was really a ball. So it all just, the most measurable, observable stuff says it's flat, and that's why I'm a flat earther, because I could have took my video skills and made fun of these flat earthers.
Okay.
But I didn't. I did enough research. I gave it a fair shake, man. So check it out.
That's what it's like. I told you. It's all about doing your own research.
That's
again. You can take people's word, or you can do some research.
I did 3 years of it, and I didn't even tell my significant other until about 6 months of it. But I was researching 6 hours a day, 8 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours a day. It adds up. All the little things that add up, like the space bubbles, and I could show you the wires that are blinging in front of on top of their helmets when they're on the moon. They're being hoisted by cables, and their little cables are flashing from the studio lights, and oh man, it gets bad. They definitely faked the moon landing. But anything we can view as civilians shows us that Earth is flat. Like the background of my studio had a flat Earth. I mean, it's all this stuff that adds up. So check it out. Thanks for being open-minded, and I appreciate it, man. Really do.
All right. So like I said, as I always tell people, if I see you again, we'll talk again.
Have a good one, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace. All right. That was cool. That was fun. That was really all you can ask for, somebody that's open-minded, willing to look into it. That's it. I love that, guys. That was my flat smack, my last flat smack before I go grab another drink. And I'm going to head on younow.com if you want to catch more of this. And I don't broadcast the younow.com stuff because it's really a lot slower paced than the rest. And people, it's just, I don't know, it hasn't worked out in the past. So I want to say hi to all my Facebook people. Love to call in, need the number. Here you go. Here's the number, 504-264-3609. And if you want to call in, go ahead and ring it now. I'll be ready. That's for my wonderful Brenda in the chat room. Lean not unto your own understanding, says Austin. Quan, I want to go to the planet pot on a Tesla. I want to go to Planet Pot on a Tesla. I know, like, isn't there a planet where there's just nothing but pot? You guys see where NASA just magically found a new planet and it just so happens to be full of pot? No way. Really? Austin? It's so ridiculous what they're trying to tell us. I mean, there was a comet Lovejoy, spewing out sugar and alcohol. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna believe that. You Now is fun, says all people, free people. Hey man, thanks again for that awesome support. I shot it over to the savings account so nothing can auto draft it. Get on the trains in the house, no stars. Where were the stars in that pic? Oh, yep, exactly. I showed you a picture just now. There was no stars in there. Like I said, they don't want to show us the stars. And they claim that, oh well, exposure settings and camera settings, and yeah, I get that. I know I'm a photographer if I want to be, but can you ever get us a picture of, maybe the planet will be overexposed, but the stars, we could see the stars. But no, they won't. They won't do that. They won't give us anything but perfect shots. They get the Earth, and they get the clouds going over the Earth, and the sun shining it, and the Terminator lines. They're perfectly centered, perfectly still. What you got, a geocentric satellite right there? That's just like, yep. Come on, I'm not buying any of it. Like, that's the problem. I love the Van Dyke beard. I don't know where was that, Dominic. Very nice smack. Well, yeah, I think tonight was really an uphill battle, but for the most part, they all said, hey, I'm gonna look into this, right? And that's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. Great job, Hori. That guy will be a flat earther in less than a month to celebrate truth. Thanks, Robbie. Yep. Post the YouNow link here. All right. Yeah, let me go ahead and get the YouNow link. Because you know I'm gonna do this for a couple of hours more. And let me get it. YouNow runs so slow for me, it's crazy. So here it is. Hey, thank you. Yep, that's it. Exactly, all people, free people. Night Dom, hopefully you're watching a scanner. Hopefully you're watching a scanner darkly. What's that? All right, I'm also going to put it up in here. Good job, Hori, says Tommy Rogers. Thank you, man. I tried, man. I was trying. That was a hard night, you know, but it's totally good stuff. Good stuff. What else? What else do we have before I go? If you wanted to call in, there's your number, 504-264-3609. Do I have to ring you right now? I don't have your number saved anywhere, anything. It messes with me every time I try to look for it. I don't ever have it. But yeah, you'll be able to call now, or what I'll do is I'll take about a 10-minute break or a 15-minute break, and I'll go, you know, start some. Actually, I got to take about a 20-minute break because I want to start some French fries, get some food. I haven't eaten all day long. So I'm gonna go eat and you know, go use the restroom and set the 10-minute timer for my stream. And so you'll see me in about 20 minutes, guys. I'll be back. And yeah, we're gonna get on YouNow.com. I'm gonna flat smack a whole lot more people than I was on Chat Roulette. It's just a little bit slower. It's not as entertaining. But again, I'm not here to entertain everybody. I'm here to wake people up, right? So thanks for showing up. Thanks for your support. And if you want to help me fly to Denver for the Flat Earth International Conference 2018, visit tinyurl.com/flyhori. Again, tinyurl.com/flyhori. That's it. Y'all have fun. Have a great night. I'll see y'all in 20 minutes. Go eat. Yes, I am. You going to broadcast it or just on YouNow? No, I think I'm just going to be on YouNow. Let me see. I mean, let me see. Did I make a YouNow? I think I might have made a thing. Yeah, I did. I made it. I could broadcast it on here, guys. Okay. Yeah, but I'll see y'all in 20 minutes. I'm going to go eat and I'll do another stream and I'll drink some more beer because, you know, I'm just telling y'all, it's a little bit of a slower pace broadcast, so I'm just getting y'all ready for that. It's a lot harder, but when I do Flat Smack, these people are ready for a good chat. They have higher quality cameras and streams and audio, and they have they're worried about their chat and their reputation. But when they're open-minded, everybody in the chat's loving it. It could be anywhere between what I try to target is people that have 20 people in their chat or 100 plus, anything in between. And what they do is they guest me, and now I'm split screened. And all 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 people in their chat are getting flat smacked at one time. And depending on how the host interacts with me, it could be really, really good for all those viewers. And that's it. That's what I'm going to do. So be on the lookout for that. Horty eats fries every day. I do. French fries and cheese. I swear. You can live off freaking French fries and cheese. All right. See y'all. Take care. I'll be back 20 minutes. Bye-bye. I'm here to wake people up. Who's with me?